Voice. I'm your host, Keith Parris. I want to thank everybody for. Let me do that again. Good morning.
Two for two, man. So you've been on the streak.
Good morning.
You've been on the streak 2 days in a row.
I know. Good morning. Welcome to Community Voice. I'm your host, Keith Parris. I want to thank everybody for joining us this morning. Good morning, Devo. Good morning,
Good
Jermaine.
morning,
Morning, sir.
Good morning, Clark.
We ain't here today.
Yeah, there he is. I heard.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he way in the back.
Back in the back.
He
Superman.
way in the back.
He way in the
Yeah.
back.
Way in the back.
Yeah, he can hear y'all. He got the radio on. He'll probably coming through here tomorrow. Who you at?
You fool.
Dun, 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 dun,
Dun,
All right, we want to go way back.
Lady.
Let me do this. So again, welcome to the program. Let me do a cleanup on aisle 4. One of my avid listeners was listening yesterday, and as soon as I got off the air, she got in my behind. So let me do this first. We were having a conversation about drugs that were given to women. This whole question about Tylenol and whether or not it's safe to give women Tylenol during pregnancy. From every credible medical expert has said that it is in fact safe. Jimmy Kimmel had a great line last night. He said that they give you Tylenol because you can't take any of the stuff that works. So so the drug though that caused birth defects was done 1957. It's called, I hope I'm doing this right, thalidomide. That's the drug that I had mentioned yesterday. In the late 50s and early 60s, thalidomide was prescribed to women in 46 countries who were pregnant or who subsequently became pregnant. Consequently, resulted in the biggest anthropogenic medical disaster ever, with more than 10,000 children born with a range of severe deformities such as fibromyalgia, as well as thousands of miscarriages. And so that was the drug. I don't think it ever made the market here in America. I do know, as a matter of fact, they have a trust out there now, and I think they're still paying out damages for people who were affected by the prescribing that drug. Also, my wife says I go down these rabbit holes and I do intellectual diarrhea. Yesterday, Julia was talking about Pastor Marvin Spence, the pastor of Ascension Fellowship Church at 2429 West Hampton Avenue. And what she never got to, because I went into my little thing, was that there's one of the churches that they're doing flu shots. And so shout out to my former classmate and the good work he's doing there at Ascension Fellowship Church. And then I was having a conversation with my cousin yesterday. We were talking about Rice Park. And the only reason I brought that up was because she said they didn't have clubs in Ripley. They didn't. But when I was a little guy, we went to Rice Park, and Rice Park was the park. It's where black people went. And when I was a little guy, it just seemed like the greatest park in the world. And I went back and visited as an adult, and it was just a reminder it really wasn't, is where they had black folks in the park. They set up for black folks in Ripley, Tennessee. So that's the conversation, and that precipitated me going down that rabbit hole in terms of memories. And y'all was talking this morning, and the song that Larry Graham did was "One in a Million." Oh, that's Lionel Richie. Lionel. Yeah, Lionel Richie. That his songs always kind of had a little country Western piece. I was talking to a friend last night. We were talking about the Earth, Wind, and Fire tribute done on CBS, and they were right on point in terms of some of the observations. Stevie Wonder was one of the people that they had on, and Stevie Wonder. Now, people need to get this little backstory. There are these healthy rivalries in music, like in sports. And look, at the time, Earth, Wind, and Fire was hot, so was Stevie Wonder.
Mm-hmm.
And Maurice and Stevie probably were musical rivals. Mm-hmm. So Stevie, he didn't even bother to learn the lyrics of September. He played a few chords. And my reaction was, well, yeah, of course. He ain't going to sit up and promote somebody else's music. right? So if you see that, you'll see he'll go in and there's that little piece where he doesn't really do a live performance. John Baptiste does a live performance. Janelle Monáe does a live performance. The Jonas Brothers, they do live performances. But Stevie Wonder just kind of did a few chords, talked about it, talked about how, you know, some of the music inspired him to do one of his songs. But yeah, he dialed it in. And then my buddy said, yeah, and part of that was the money. You know, so you know what would Stevie have gotten, you know, to perform fully, and so you get this impression that Stevie can't perform. And I said to my buddy, I said, you know, we went to see Stevie Wonder last November. That concert was slamming. That was just last November. So Stevie Wonder is able to do what he needs to do when he needs to do it. But I can kind of understand, you know, that's the business. I'm not gonna. You know, and I think there is a tape out on YouTube where they asked him to come up and perform on stage with them. But, you know, and Debo and Jermaine, they're in the business. They understand a lot of times, yeah, I'll get up and do a little something for you. But come on, man, especially, you know, when we're really big. It also says something about and I don't know if I can attach this, the timeliness of music that Earth, Wind, and Fire did. Just, you know, that they just had a great catalog. And I know my buddy Doc B, you know, he Parliament Funkadelic Band guy, and no, right, great band. But what Earth, Wind, and Fire has done. Now, for those of us of a certain age, just so you're able to go and enjoy the concert, and it's hard for me because I like to fashion myself as somewhat of a music critic, you know, people are older, and what you used to be able to do with your voice, you just can't do anymore. That's just reality of age. You know, age and time is never lost, right? And some people, based on maybe the range of the voice or the type of music that they're doing, but when you're thinking about just thousands of performances and the strain that you put on your throat, trying to get out and hit the notes, and Philip Bailey he's no different. Where, you know, that song Fantasy, when they do it live, and there's a point, if you just go back and look at some of the old tapes, and you can see where he just hit that note, there's this high note he hits, and now he got to take some steps to get to it, and he can't maintain it. He can hit some notes. So my expectation is that no, you just don't do the notes. It helps when you have a great band. It really helps when you have a great band. We saw that when we went to see Frankie Beverly, and he, you know, he was at the end, but he had a great band. You know, George Clinton never did a whole lot of singing anyway, so but great bands. And so I say this, that in America, I can't speak anyplace else. In America, we have so much talent when it comes to music, people you've never heard of, and these folks are just incredible. So again, the greatest band in my mind of all time, Earth, Wind, and Fire. I am a member of the cult. You know, just going back, and you know, you always, I don't know if you have a soundtrack to your life, but certainly if they did a soundtrack and did a movie of my life, I would hope if we could afford the licensing to use the music, that we'd have a lot of Earth, Wind, and Fire in my soundtrack. And I'm still trying to figure out what I would call my movie, my life story. That's a good question. I don't know what. And then who would play me? Who would play a young Keith Parris? That's a good question.
Who? So we would use modern day actors, right?
I'd have to, yeah. Now, you know, maybe I do like Ali. I just come in and play my old self.
Yeah, play your old. Yeah. Play
But
your old
who
self.
who would play young
Play
me?
the younger Keith.
Yeah, who play younger Keith?
That's a good question, man. Let me think.
I like what's his name? Columbus. The kid that got fired from one of the TV shows. I don't know if I'd have Michael Jordan. He's too short.
Michael B. Jordan?
Michael B. Jordan. I don't know. He's too short.
Plus he don't look like you.
Yeah, you think Well, if he's a great enough actor, he can get by. You know, I mean, be honest, man. Denzel Washington does not look like Malcolm X.
Well, he did in the movie.
Well, because he played it so well, he became
So
Malcolm.
I guess that
You
yeah,
know.
because man, in the movie it was almost like from his mannerisms to
Oh man, he had him down. The speech
Jesus.
cadence, the whole piece. Let's see. So who would play? Let's see. Oh, Columbus Short.
Columbus Short. So what did he play on?
He was in Cadillac Records. Remember he played the harmonica player.
Oh yeah.
But then didn't he get fired?
Then he got fired. Yeah.
From some TV show. So
yeah.
maybe him. Somebody who I just thought was a great actor, but again, a little short, browner than I am. Isaiah Washington. I'm trying to figure out who would play young Keith.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess.
Well, we need a title to the movie, right?
The Life
of
KP.
It got to be.
It got to be something.
It got to be
catchy.
something. Yeah, because if you see a great movie, at some point the title of the movie is going to show up. There's going to be a line in there that kind of gets to that, and so I need to work on that. Do some homework. What would I call my life story?
But you know what? That'd be a good topic for a Friday show.
What to call your life story?
What if you was writing a movie? What would be your life story?
What would be my life story? Yeah. Who
and who would play you?
Who played me? And I'd be real concerned about I'm a great preacher, but I would be real concerned about the preaching scenes.
And how it started off.
I'd be a little concerned about who could do that, who could capture my unique style of preaching, and if I could, I could get that.
It's science,
right?
It's science,
right. It's science. It's science. What don't you get about this? It's science.
Man.
Let me also do this. The City of Milwaukee Health Department. They're doing their fall child immunization clinics. It's back to school vaccines made simple. City of Milwaukee Health Department is making it easier than ever for kids to get their school required vaccines. The October Milwaukee Health Department neighborhood clinics will hold special after school and weekend vaccine events with no appointments needed. Our goal is simple: meet families where they are. These clinics will help reduce barriers and make vaccines convenient for busy parents and children. Find a clinic that works for you. Here's the clinic schedule: Friday, October the 3rd from 3 to 6 at the Northwest Health Center, 7630 West Mill Road. Saturday, October 4th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Southside Health Center, 1639 South 23rd Street. Friday, October 10th, Southside Health Center, 1639 South 23rd Street. And then Saturday, October 11th, Northwest Health Center, 7630 West Mill Road. And again, no appointments needed. Kids must be on Medicaid or uninsured to be eligible. Check your child's vaccine status with the nurse team. Get your school updated on their school required shots and connect with other and local resources and programs. NPS still does have a vaccine requirement in spite of what you're hearing other places. And so certainly get it in, not just because of the requirement, but just because you really want to provide the best source for health for your children. Let's see. Thank you. And this is a good friend of mine. A good friend of mine just texted Jaleel White would play young Keith. Urkel? When I was young, I didn't even wear glasses.
Really?
I didn't start wearing glasses until I was grown. So Urkel.
Did I do that?
He would play me. That's my buddy. He said Urkel.
So
Urkel
who would play young Debo?
Yeah, Jaleel White.
Jaleel White. So who would play young Debo? Yeah, I'm asking you.
Yeah, who
would play young Debo?
Who play young Debo?
See, because the Debo,
Your son?
Debo that I know of old, he was like a smooth,
What you mean
Cat.
old?
What I mean, Debo,
No, I ain't
the
smooth
young
no
Debo.
I was
You
smooth.
know, he was like, no, seriously, he was like a smooth, like
Well, let me
slick
say
type
this:
of
like he'd have to
cat.
have, like he'd have to have great hair. Who's the brother that played the remake of the new Superfly?
Hmm.
That brother's hair was slamming. No, I didn't. Yeah,
Yeah, Debo that was a pretty boy back in the day.
Yeah, I had Jerry curl, then I went to the waves.
Yeah, he was a pretty boy for
I
real.
did
Like,
it all. I went through all the facets or phases.
you know, he was out here looking like ready for the world.
I was skinny.
Girl, tonight.
let's see.
And
Who's
I got
this brother?
chubby.
Yeah, no, you ain't chubby, Doc.
I said I was skinny, then I got chubby.
No, you
I
ain't
haven't.
chubby.
I ain't go to the next phase yet. If
Oh
you
yeah.
allow me to
I was
finish.
just gonna say, finish it up, Jack. Finish it up.
Oh, was that Trevor Jackson?
Who?
Yeah, Trevor Jackson played Priest in the remake of Superfly.
Mm.
Nah, the cat that would have played Debo is the dude off of Martin. It was like Pretty Tony is what they called him.
That dude, he's having some financial problems right now
That cat though, he'd have played.
because he
young
played
Debo.
Joanna Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's that dude's name? Man. Okay. Well, I got to get a title, and then who would direct it? Oh man,
Hype Williams.
who would direct it? Would I want Spike? Spike Lee? No.
I would want Tyler Perry.
Well, he might kiss you.
No, the reason I said that is because I think if you're gonna tell my story, then you got to do my whole church background and the Medea, because everybody had a Medea. So
Yeah.
I mean, all aspects of that would be covered, and I think he can pull it
Yeah.
off. He's done it so
Yeah.
many times.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No, I want I want to do crossover.
I want Keenan Allen Wayne to do mine.
Someone pointed out
Did you say something about Spike Lee? I mean,
Hype Williams.
no, you said when I said I want Tyler Perry, did you say he might kiss you? Is that
Yeah.
what you said?
Yeah.
Have you lost your mind?
I'm just saying though, he might.
he does have a sexual
he got
harassment
things,
thing
for-
going on.
Yeah, I
right
heard
now.
about it.
You
I
know, he
heard
got
about it.
things for menses.
But I think when you got that kind of money and that kind of access, you're always a target.
We were talking
Yeah.
about if you go to an Earth, Wind, and Fire concert, the majority of people there are white, and I I said very few people just can make it off of. I mean, if you just talk about being big, just off of black folks buying your music, right? I mean, even hip hop. Hip hop blew up. Black people were buying the music, but when suburban white boys started buying the music, you just talk
over the
about
top.
money, right? So, and Tyler Perry has been able to do very well, primarily just looking at a black audience, right? But there are some things there when you watch, he has a formula. And they said one of the criticisms that they have of Tyler Perry, he has put a lot of actors to work. I mean, he gave a lot of people when they were on the kind of downside of their careers. If you
Even
go
Cicely
in, why did
Tyson
I
he
get
brought
married? And Janet Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
who's just great in that. So he did a lot. He did for Cicely Tyson and folks like that. But I would hope that I have some. And there's some people, y'all disagree. Y'all can tell me what you think about this whole idea of crossing over. So I saw the first time I saw Earth, Wind, and Fire live was in 1979 in Atlanta, Georgia at the Omni. And so I came in thinking, oh, okay. It's going to be, man, I want to say at least half that audience was white. And this was in Atlanta, Georgia in the South. Earth, Wind, and Fire, its appeal went just beyond us. So when you're looking at what they're able to do and that whole crossover. Now, a lot of people, it don't matter, you keeping it real, you genuine, hey man, I'm authentic. If white people don't come see my movie, then fine. Y'all cool with that?
I'm cool with it.
Okay. I really want white people to come see my movie.
Yeah.
I want Hispanics to come see my movie. I want Asians to come see my movie.
Yeah.
I want to be just, the Keith Parris story is so universal that everybody can relate to it.
Yeah.
Knock it off, Keith.
Okay, well, just be an aspiration though, y'all.
Right.
He said, knock it off.
Keep on dreaming. Keep on dreaming. Dream. Keep on dreaming. Like white folks would be interested in your movie. Yeah, I mean, so
though you did go to a PWI, didn't you?
Two.
Tour.
Yeah, but then I also went to PBI.
Oh.
So that
Poe Black Institution.
Peanut butter and ice.
Try to figure out
Peanut butter and ice.
predominantly black. I know it stands for predominantly black. Poe Black. Page is missing out the book.
Poe Black Institution.
Poe Black Institution.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
No, actually,
You never got no books. The pages
Actually,
are missing.
I went to an FBI, Faux Black Institution.
It's for black people.
Faux. It was four.
It was four.
FOR.
Oh, so you saying there was only 4 of you there?
No.
No.
You said it was four
We were so dedicated
black people.
to blackness. That was my experience at Parkman. So, it was faux black. Afrocentric, black affirming. And I'll put this out here that I got a little upset with the 75 class reunion committee because they used Better Than the Best. Then I realized something. That hasn't been copyrighted. So there's a part of me that says I should go and get that copyrighted.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, after 50 plus years, Mr. Douglas came up with it, but yeah. Oh, there's the title.
What is it?
Better Than the Best.
Better than the best.
That's for your life story.
That'd be my life story.
Than the best.
Better Than the Best.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So let me go and get with my copyright attorney.
Well, if
do
you
the
need
paperwork.
music for your movie score, you can contact my lawyer. And
See, that's where people mess up at. You done put the legal stuff in already.
hey, we gonna start off
Oh,
right.
no, I get it, but guess what?
Protect yourself
That's
at
it.
all
I
times.
get
Start
it,
off
I
right.
get it, but you can't start talking that and y'all ain't even talking.
No, that's how you start.
We always go do that.
Yeah.
Don Cornelius said,
Has the first line been written?
hey,
Cut the check.
cut the check. Make
C
sure that paper
T
right.
C.
I'm not talking about the music. I mean, just the movie itself. Has it even been written?
In his head.
It's still gonna do legal protection, man.
Okay.
Don Cornelius said his biggest regret was he did not buy the Soul Train thing.
Yep.
So now when you see Soul Train,
Yeah.
you don't hear the music
Yep.
because Soul Train people don't own it.
Yeah.
And he said that was the biggest regret he
Yeah,
had.
but because it's still to this day, people still talk about Soul Train and
Right.
they still
And you think about the music,
Yeah.
but if you see like they used a Soul Train in Anchorman 2. Notice they did the signage.
Yeah, yeah.
There was not
But
the
it
Soul
wasn't the
Train.
music.
Yep.
Yeah.
Caller, welcome to the program.
Hi, Keith. How are you?
I'm good.
This is Angela.
Hey, Angela.
How you been doing?
I'm doing well.
That's good. Mr. Devo.
He actually stepped out for a hot second.
Okay, well, Mr. Rideout,
Yes, ma'am.
you the main person I want to talk to because tomorrow morning when I call my Michelle show, you got some explaining to do. So you think about what I'm talking about, you and Devo. Y'all got some explaining to do because I want to find out what's going on, especially with you, Rideout. You know better.
What I do?
You better think about it.
I'm thinking. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Wait. Give me a second. Yeah, I came up with nothing.
Huh?
I said I came up with nothing.
Okay, well, let me refresh your memory.
All right.
And then we're going to discuss it tomorrow on Michelle's show because that's where the phone call came in at.
Okay.
Now, do you got it yet?
I still ain't got it.
Okay, so when I call you tomorrow morning, I'm going to give it all to you.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let you sleep on it, and I want an explanation for real, because you out of order.
You know what? I think I got the explanation for you now.
Well, let me do this. Let me do
Stop
this.
that, Jim. Stop that right
Let me do this.
Yes, please.
Michelle's program hours are 7
7 to
to 9.
9. Say it with me. Say it with me.
Say it with me.
7 to 9.
7 to 9. Just Monday through Thursday. Right. So
I
just in
know
case
that.
y'all didn't know what her show times are.
I tried to
7
get
to
in
9.
I tried to get in before she went off air, but I couldn't get in. So
Now you know the time. Now you know the time.
Hey, that was a good one, Keith. That was a good one.
That was a good one. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right.
Right up. Bye, Keith.
Bye. Just in case y'all
Office
did the
hours.
what's my office hours? You know, he was also in what is it? The Sandra Bullock movie with the bus. Speed.
Oh,
played
when
the
they
bus
put that
driver.
bomb, sure did.
He played the bus driver. And
the
he
bomb on the
was
bus.
in I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
Was he?
The guy with the patch that was selling the arms.
Oh, he sure was.
Yeah. That's
I
Hawthorne
didn't even.
James.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, and sorry about that. A couple weeks ago, when I interviewed Michael Schultz, someone called me afterwards, and I don't know, maybe on the program, and pointed out that Robert Townsend is in Cooley High.
Is he?
Yep. There's a scene when they're in the gym, and that's Robert Townsend. Yep. Did you know that Megan Good has a sister?
No.
Yes, I just saw a movie, and I kept going. They play sisters, and these young girls look so much alike. Yes, Megan Good has a sister,
Oh, wow.
who's also an actress. Megan, let me give you Megan Good's sister. Here we go. Her name is Lamaya Good, and yep, and they are sisters, man. Okay. We got hey, what up, B?
What's going on?
Hey man,
Bisky.
I can't call it. Yeah, Lamaya Good. She was part of an R&B hip hop group called ISIS.
Yeah. I think it was 4 though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like one hit wonders.
Boy, Megan
think
Good
it was
bailed
out
out Jonathan Majors. Oh man.
Yeah. Boy.
Ooh, he was. Ooh. All right. You're listening to Community Voice. The phone line's open 414-444-5250, 414-444-5250. Gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Community Voice Caller. Welcome to the program. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Parris.
How are you?
And you and your DJ and you sitting around there. This is Mr. Lee on 2 Street, and I'm calling concerning some garbage. I don't want to change the subject, but I want to make sure that people understand if why black people. I'm saying speaking of black people because I ain't purely black, but I'm gonna say I'm black today. Why black people come and throw clothes down in the alley when they can call people up to come pick them up for someone can use them, like down in Mr. Scott down where she at, or some donation. They prefer coming in and putting in the pastor over here in the streets for people to look at it. And it's dirty. It makes people look bad in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I like the neighborhood to look kind of neat. I'm okay, y'all. I like neighborhood to look clean, but you cannot look clean if one black person come through there and throw stuff out and don't nobody else pick it up. That make the whole black folks neighborhood look clean, dirty. You know, to me now, because I'm from Mississippi and I believe in neatness and cleanness.
Okay.
You know, and I look at it like this. You know, I ain't ashamed to tell anyone if they are coming over in on 2 Street throwing clothes out, please stop it. Call, you know, you can call me or get in contact with Mississippi. I would come pick them up and take them down to Murder Scott Farm.
All
You
right.
know, that's what I can do. But apparently, you come over and throw it out in the street, people come through there and pull it all out in the street, and it make people look bad. Not one person, every one of them in the block look bad. Because you know why? Don't nobody come out there and pick it up.
Yep.
All right, then. That's all I got to say, man. Y'all take care of yourself, and y'all be good and have a nice weekend.
All right, you too.
All right.
You know, you know, talk about some splaining to do. You know, we at one point in Milwaukee was considered one of the cleanest cities in the country. And you know, city services were real different there. But there's something else going on, and I think that this is probably not just an issue in Milwaukee. With the expansion of plastic, when I was young, we didn't have a lot of garbage. What you know, you didn't. I mean, like you weren't throwing food out, right? Every bit of food was used, and we didn't have plastic, not like we have plastic today. So we just have far more waste, and you know, we are not necessarily funding the capacity to keep up with all of the waste that's being, you know, it's being dumped. You know, that is our new reality. Someone was telling me that in Europe, they don't throw anything away. You know, if it's plastic, they recycle. I mean, they're very different. But in America, because we're a consumer-based economy, and what that means is that we need to continue to buy. We continue to buy. We buy stuff, and things are, use the word, disposable, right? It has to go someplace. So when we throw it out, it just goes someplace. It's real different, and so I just think that people have more now. That's not justifying. That does not justify people doing garbage. You know, I throw little pieces of paper out the car, and I had a receipt. I just stopped at the drugstore. When I came out, this little girl had dropped the juice box. And I ain't gonna go over and say anything because I'm fighting the car. But I had a receipt that I was getting ready to throw out. I go, nah, I can't throw it out because she just threw it out. Right? It is a little piece of paper, but little pieces of paper add up too. So, but that's a good point in terms of just the litter and just being able to keep up. With the litter. I did go and purchase 107 Days by Kamala Harris. The problem is that I know I taped the Rachel Maddow interview that she did. And then she was on The View. She's on some other outlets because she's selling her book. But people had already kind of gone out and gave all the juicy stuff out prior to me reading it. So I'm just kind of going through, and what she does is just recap the 107-day campaign. Let me shout out Michael Steele, former lieutenant governor of Maryland, a Maryland Republican, classmate. Some of my classmates at the Mount. He's from Archbishop Carroll High School in D.C. And Simone Sanders because Simone worked for Vice President Harris. He pointed something out as a Republican that went into maybe some of the explaining one, of course, the shortest presidential campaign in history in terms of a candidate, 107 days. But he pointed something out. He said that when you looked at vice presidents going back to Al Gore, Al Gore had a portfolio, right? Clinton gave him a portfolio. What that means is stuff that was really meaningful. He wasn't just sitting there as a vice president waiting for the president to die. There were some substantive things that he was able to do in that role as vice president, primarily the environment. Everybody knows he's written the bestseller book, An Inconvenient Truth. And he talks about, so he's always been about that. And Clinton empowered him as a vice president to do that. Cheney, under George W. Bush, had an incredible portfolio in terms of, stuff that he was doing. Some people said he was more the president than George W. Bush. When Joe Biden was president under Barack Obama, again, Barack Obama gave him a very extensive portfolio, things that he was able to work on, to be a part of, in terms of substance. They said it was different with Kamala Harris because the Biden people really didn't trust her. It says a whole lot about implicit bias when it comes to women. And so she was just there. Okay. And she didn't. They said she was supposed to go down and see what's going on at the border. She was not the border czar, as Republicans painted her. Oh, she was the border czar, and all these people came in. And so they said that in some ways, by design, that she did not get the same kind of hefty portfolio that male vice presidents got. Now, that's important because you can make a certain argument about then when you run for president, what did you do as vice president? There was another thing going on there too, and I appreciate the dilemma she found herself in. It was obvious to people in the White House that Joe Biden was dealing with diminished capacity. That just happens with age. There were fears that he would not be able to campaign. So they talk about, and she talks about it in the book, where, he gave a great State of the Union speech back. That would have been maybe March 2024. But by the time we got to the debate, it became clear that there were some issues there, to the point. And if people want to, for all you Trump supporters, obviously this man is dealing with diminishing capacity. He just gets up and just talks about anything and everything that he wants to do. There are no guardrails. There are no filters. Just say it. Just lie, and it's just automatic. It's reflective. But here's the thing. The people around you do not want to lose access to power. Let me say it again. The people around you do not want to lose access to power. And if your guy is going to come off the scene and Harris comes in, she has her own team. So that tension was always there. There were people who they were whispering that, she wasn't loyal. And she was put in a real tough situation. And then even how the Dems reacted to, first of all, there were all this quiet whispering, people like Nancy Pelosi, people like the Clintons, Barack Obama, Michelle Obama. They all kind of knew that Joe should not have probably run for re-election, but some of them were not sold on Kamala Harris. Yeah, because we all look like we do kumbaya and in the moment and everybody looks united. But I don't care what the party is, there are rivalries. There are people within the party that can't stand each other, hate each other, right? Or go in a totally different direction. But party unity will trump a lot of that. Certainly, if you're trying to win a national election, you bury a lot of that, but it's there. So she was in a tough situation on a lot of different things. Did she make mistakes? Of course, because people said if she had more time, maybe it would have been a different result. There was a political analyst who pointed out where he thought the difference was one, not responding, and she said this, not responding to that whole trans issue. That's one of those things that people didn't think was a big deal, but it did enough to move the needle for enough people to move them towards Trump. And then do you separate yourself from the administration that you were in? How do you and then take credit for what it is, but then you're different, right? That this is departure, this is moving forward. She was put in a tough situation, and she handled it well. Now, she only lost by 1 percentage point when it came to the popular vote. That's how close this election was. So I got the book, 107 Days. I'm reading the book. I know how certain people, and look, there were people who had agendas, and they kind of came out and they kind of went after her because they didn't like her anyway. Her honesty when it came down to her saying that she didn't think America was ready for a black female and a gay man to run as a ticket. I agree with that. Everything I'm hearing, no. And there are issues people have with her as a woman. People have issues with LGBTQ folks. Pete Buttigieg, she had considered him. And then she said, and she called it right, she didn't think she could support Shapiro because Shapiro was so ambitious. But she's honest, and she's expressing that. There's some people saying, oh, you shouldn't air it. I think you should. I think it's healthy. Talk about what it is. She's one of my favorite people. Is this Mr. Parris? Yeah, that's me. Caller, welcome to the program. Good morning.
Yes. Good morning to you, Doc. I was listening at you about some of the movie stars and singers or entertainers that actually starred in movies or played in movies. And a lot of people don't really recognize that Rick James played in that movie Life as Spanky Johnson. Remember with the limp lady?
Yep.
And that took me for a loop when I recognized that was Rick in that movie. But going to your political talk this morning, you're talking about Kamala Harris, and I haven't gotten the book yet, but I'm gonna probably breeze through it just to see so I know what I'm talking about. But listen, she had 100 and some days to run for this here, and it really wasn't the Democrats really weren't really looking for her to win. They're really looking to reset now, and I'm waiting for them to reset and see who they finna put up. They had to really reset. They really had to reset because the thing has gone so far off the rails that they got to bring up some new blood now. And then I heard you talk about the prior presidents giving their assistants a package. Well, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. When it comes down to Barack Obama and Joe Biden, I don't think that was a selection for him. Joe Biden was not I don't think that was his choice. I think they gave him Joe Biden because Joe Biden was sort of like an overseer of that camp, especially the white supremacists. They put him in there to watch that fella. I really believe that. That's just me. It's just my that's just some my perspective, or somebody might call it acting.
But here's where Obama, it was Obama who decided that he would support Hillary Clinton over Joe Biden. And people were arguing, had Joe Biden, because I believe Joe Biden could have beaten Donald Trump in 2016. And so there was always tension there between the Obamas and Biden. And in retrospect, maybe a different choice should be made. When people do this hard analysis and says this truth, are there certain people that America's not ready for? I think the answer is yes.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I think it makes a difference where Barack Obama came in when there was a crisis. And so Barack Obama looked different than John McCain, who was older, who just didn't seem like he was all there. Barack Obama.
Well, he was a maverick gatekeeper. He was a gatekeeper. But he was a maverick. He was a gatekeeper. Joe Biden was a gatekeeper. Those guys. You got to look at who groomed these fellas, man. The people that groom these fellas are real gatekeepers.
Well, I think, but I think America is America. And now, for me, the trans issue wasn't an issue. It still isn't an issue. But for a portion of the voters, it became an issue. And how does the Dems respond to that? Because
you just asked the question and kind of answered it. You said, "Is America ready for a certain group of people?" And let's take it to the ladies. See, first of all, we have to realize something. I was trying to stress this point. The lady, especially the white lady, has gotten far out of gauge, man. She's gotten far out of gauge with her, with the morals of the white male. So she's gotten so far out of gauge that now she's in the crosshair. So how do you rein your family back in? You take the car back. Or you start the car where it ain't working right. You start doing certain things to rein her back in. In this case, they're using DEI. They've got to rein her back in. She's 78%.
They don't have to rein white women, and white women still. The majority of white women. Wait a minute, Meech. The majority of white women still vote Republican. They're not voting any different. Yeah, it is, because you talk about reining them in. So
they're not talking about the civics. They're talking about family.
I'm just saying that there's certain. Obviously, America's more misogynistic than we like to believe. That the fact that you had very qualified, and probably certainly in both instances where two women who were nominated to run for president, better qualified than the white male who was running for president, yet the white male was able to win. Let me say this to you, Keith. So when we look at it, and look, let's just be honest. There were black men who had issues with Hillary Clinton. There were black men who had issues with Kamala Harris.
That's
just
right.
Because they were women.
Black men that's got problems with women pastors.
Exactly.
Okay,
and then, but you also have women.
Wait,
hold on. You also have women who have problems with female pastors.
Okay, listen. What I'm saying to you is this here. The DEI, you got to see this, man.
DEI has nothing to do with this. DEI, no, man. That whole DEI argument, it was a way to go. If anything, who benefited from DEI? Unqualified white males. The Trump administration is a prime example.
Hold on. But now, if the
Trump administration is a prime example.
They use the white girl, brother. I'm in the field every day.
Stop doing that. That's the same thing they did about set-asides. Who are the primary beneficiaries of set-aside? White women. That's a diversion.
Listen,
because we have to look at who's actually getting hired in positions of power. It is white males. It is still white males.
Can I share this with you? The white male used the white woman to be brokers.
I got all of that, but that ain't the issue. And that's a diversion. Because white males are still the dominant power group in America.
I get that part.
But that's it.
Part. But she has went. No, the white girl, man, done got powerful. She ain't balling, and she's not doing what you think she's doing now. She's not as humble as she once was.
The majority of white women.
So with a white
the majority of white women voted Republican.
Can we use the Democrat white women too? Listen to this here. Let's use construction, for instance. Okay, here you got a broker. You got a male broker and you got a female broker. In most cases, the female broker will probably outbid the male broker, and she'll get the contract. Now check this here out. She'll get the contract key under her man. Her man might be sitting at home because he can't get the thing, so he sent her out, and she gets as a minority, she get that.
And she's
and
they tend to be Democrats. Do they tend to be Democrats or Republicans?
They can be Democrat or Republican.
No, but I'm telling you, there's probably more Republicans.
Well, there probably is.
Because that's the hypocrisy. Because what we're doing is you're marginalizing groups of people to make sure that white males stay in power. White males have not ceded any power to white females.
That only lasts for so long.
Well, it's going on right now. How long is it going to last?
Brother, hold on, brother. That is not what's going on right now. She done got overpowered. She overpowered him. She understands that she was being used.
She
was being used. Okay, you don't get it, man. She was being used.
Look at the Trump administration. The majority, the overwhelming majority of his administration, those people in power are white males. And so you have a sprinkling of white females.
We're talking about us out here. We're talking about us out here.
No, we're talking about power. Us out here ain't power.
Hold on, man.
We're talking about people with power, because people with power then drive the policies that impact us out here.
Right. So let me ask you this question, then I got to go. Do you think for one moment that our 4-5% of DEI will make or break the white boy to make him go in and want to change?
You need to ask the white boy that question.
10%,
you need to ask the white male, because it's white males who are coming out against DEI.
I cannot believe this.
Well, I know you don't believe it, but I'm telling you that's the fact. She's not having
no baby. She's gay. She's strong. She's saying shut it down. She the boss, man.
She said all of that. I still see, when I look at the Trump administration, the people that are in power, if you look at Congress, there are more women, but still the look, women make up 53% of the population. If they make up 53% of the population just based on that, should they not be making up 53% of Congress?
Brother, let me say this to you. That goes to your voters. That goes to your voters to put them in.
So that gets back to where we started.
That goes to your voters.
That back to where we started, that there's still things that America is not ready for.
53% of the population. Do you think for 1 minute that white boy is concerned about it? Let's just say we had 10% of the DEI benefits. Okay, we ain't got that, but I'm gonna say 10.
And you keep throwing out DEI because you know the DEI is a loaded term. Let's get away from this whole DEI. It's not a question of DEI. Because look, white males with DEI were still the dominant power group in this country, in spite of DEI. All DEI says is I get in the door. I still got to navigate that institution.
Brother, listen, the white girl has learned how to do it. Okay. See, she's learned how to do it.
Look, women have made progress.
Do you?
Women have made progress. White women are probably better educated than white males, but white males are still the dominant power group in America.
But they're losing the power, man, through the women.
I ain't see no erosion of power from white males. Is there anything?
You have to go look at the statistics, man, and you'll see what they're really afraid of. They're not afraid of me and you, brother.
Oh,
they're afraid of that white girl. She's destroying their family, man.
Again, the majority of white women.
You get it?
If the majority of white women are still voting Republican, what is he worried about?
That don't make a difference, brother. It don't make a difference in this world. Listen, if welfare, they say, destroyed our family, that DEI is destroying their family. Do you get it?
No, that ain't true.
Brother, hey man, look here. They could care less about our 4% of benefits. They looking at that 75% that's hurting them, along with them illegal immigrants, brother. Right. I'm telling you what I'm telling you. Right, but you don't have to believe me. One day we'll see. All right.
So
we will see.
I have a question for you. Now, I hear a lot of Republicans talking about the LGBTQ, whatever, community. And gays and women and all this other stuff. But can somebody explain to me, when all of these Republicans get together at a convention or even at Charlie Kirk's Memorial, this gay app is blowing off the chain because you got these Republicans looking for gay relationships in that city that they're in. So how can you be against LGBTQ or gays and you're one yourself?
If you go to Capitol Hill, some of the most conservative Republican congressmen and senators have gay people on their staff.
Not only
As a
that,
matter of fact, they call it, what is it called? The Velvet Mafia, right? Because the number of gay people are on the staff. It is a political talking point because it resonates. If I sit up and we have a conversation about queerness, my phone lines blow up because people have their feelings. That means now that because you have feelings,
so now
I can exploit and pimp your feelings.
Yeah.
You know, and so when people we're having these conversations and there's certain things that resonate. Now, look, should men be playing in women's sports? The obvious question is no. But that transgender piece is more complex than the simplistic kind of, he was born a man, therefore he should stay a man. Okay. That's your understanding based on a belief. It's not necessarily based in science. And we're not even going to bother to learn the science because we feel so strongly that this is wrong. That's what we do. So I can sit up and have a conversation with people. I can make all the rational arguments and people are still going to fall back on their feelings. Okay? Oh, great. So now you're talking about 1% of the population. Why is that a focus? Because it's a focus, because it resonates with certain people. They have people, they do focus groups, y'all. There's a science to politics. And part of the science to politics is when you talk about polling and don't believe polling, it depends on the polling. Because what you can do, you can get a sense of what resonates with people, what has impact with people. Why is it still so important for politicians to be married? Because that's the illusion we want to have about our leaders. And if they are married, we want them to have a heterosexual marriage. Because then that's our comfort. Why do we want our pastors married? And here's a reality. Even though these pastors were married, it didn't stop some of them from getting out on their wives. Okay? That's real talk. That's the illusion. That makes us feel better, right? That's our fantasy. But that ain't a reality. You got human beings in this, and human beings bring all of their complexities, all of our inconsistencies, all those things are part of what makes me human. But there's an illusion. We're comfortable with that illusion. But that ain't the reality, right? You know, they were talking about pastors. We got a problem with female pastors. How many closeted male pastors do we have? You know, I mean, and it was something that Bishop Flutter said. She said, you know what? And this was a hard truth. She said, your bedroom needs to line up with your pulpit. That was a hard truth. Because we know the reality is it doesn't. Even though we know, even though it's our experience that we have queer people in our church. As long as I can remember, we've had them. So, you know, but it works, man. It has enough. And, you know, Meach talked about something. There is, and I don't know if you all been doing any reading on this. There is right now, they're talking about a crisis of males in this country. This is why people like Charlie Kirk could be so effective primarily with young white males, is because of the very thing. White women and women in general are doing better. They're better educated, okay? They're not dependent financially and materially on men. And so there's an empowerment that women have. And Meach is right on this point. At some point, that becomes a threat to the status quo. How do you have Hillary Clinton, the most qualified person, male or female, ever to run for president, and she lose to this? How does that happen? How's even Kamala Harris lose. She's better qualified than this man, and she loses to him. It says something. It says something about where we are. We'll do a break and then come back because I know I've gone long. I'm sorry about that. All right. You listen to Community Voice. Caller, I see you. I'm going to grab you right after the break. Sorry for that rant. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Community Voice. Caller, we thank you for your patience. Welcome to the program.
Yes, good morning, and happy hump day to all of you.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my issue. I keep hearing morals and morals, Republican morals. Where's the morals in white men trying to get 8-year-old boys pregnant? Where's the morals in cutting money out from cancer? But in 2019, Goldfish and his Goldfish family ran a nonprofit organization taking money from cancer. They forgot about that. The thing is with white women, those white women aren't gay. They just don't want to sleep with you. Those white women are not gay. And furthermore, the white women are not having babies because they want that black baby. That's what they want. They don't want white man baby. White men are very sensitive because in their household, it's me first. The other thing I have a problem with, they keep bringing up the LGBT. But y'all already doing your stuff with the LGBT. But see, the reason why y'all bring it up is because your wife only checks the front. But if she bent you over and checked the back, she'd be filing divorce the next day. Because y'all do y'all stuff at night, but never during the day. So I don't understand why it keeps coming up. And I had talked about this with an older lady friend of mine who's like in her 90s. And she said to me, she said, well, you know what, Al? What I think these people need to do is get high, get drunk, and since they have a problem with transgenders and gay people, they should go F them one and get it out their system. Because people who talk about it all the time have a need or want or desire for it. I have nothing really against the pastors, but the only thing with the pastors, a lot of them have about 10 kids, but only 2 kids is from one woman. And then the people who preach all the nonsense be the main ones that's in the street. And then the side pieces be calling the radio station talking about who sister they sleep with. And where I come from, if it's good, nobody talks. Have a great day.
Okay.
It's always a cricket moment. Wow.
It was something that you said to me off air. You were talking about a prominent journalist who talks about going to Republican affairs, and the number of people who are pushing up on him because he's gay, pushing up on him. I think I won't deal with the hypocrisy piece of it. And what I mean by hypocrisy is that you say people shouldn't do something, but in fact you do it yourself. That's what makes you a hypocrite. But I will talk about how that emotionally, how that can be used in political context, right? And how it again, one of the regrets that Vice President Harris said she had was how they responded to this whole trans issue. If you come out supportive of trans people being able to live their truth and to have their transition from male to female or female to male, then that means you must support trans in sports. And they're not going to say trans in sports now because we're going to say men in playing women's sports. Well, everybody's going, well, there's a reason why we separate men and women. A lot of it has to do with the physicality. So this idea that, you have a person who was once male, now female, competing against females, well, a lot of people, they feel that that's a physical disadvantage because they're saying that hormonally, in some ways, you're still male. Again, when we have that conversation around sexuality, I think I've gotten to the point in my life where I'm gonna talk about the science and talk about the biology, because it's hard for us to with any level of legitimacy do a moral judgment. For many of us, it's just hard, and I think we moralize specifically sex so much that the damage that it does to the psyche of people growing up. There were certain people grew up in religious environments, and there was this expectation that you didn't have sex until you got married. And so you had particularly young women who grew up in that environment, right? Who was never really taught to fully understand their sexuality and sex drive and the whole piece. And so what they would do is they do what anybody who worked with young people, one of the biggest myths that young people have when it comes to sex is that, you know, I can do it one time and not get pregnant. Wrong. No. Chances are you're going to get pregnant. So we're not having a conversation about responsible sexual behavior. And then what we then create is forbidden fruit. Forbidden fruit then becomes attractive, right? Because if you tell me I shouldn't do it, then I'm going to want to do it. It's forbidden fruit. I mean, it's how it works. I was watching Black as an AF with Kenya Burris and him and his wife. They must have took Molly. They went to a party, right? So they messed up, but they partying, they having a great time. His daughter is there. She's underage. She's high, right? So they look at each other, and he go to her. He says to her, "Are you high?" And she looked at him, and she goes, "Are you high?" So then he said, "Well, where'd you get the weed anyway?" And she said, "Oh, it's honor weed." He said, "Honor weed? What is honor weed?" Said honor weed is Jermaine has because in the dorm, Jermaine has a safe. You get the combination to the safe, take as much weed as you need, and then you leave the money.
You leave the money, yeah.
Right. It's honor weed.
Yeah.
He said something about weed he was going like, man, do you know that part of the whole getting high thing was the danger involved in getting high? The places you had to go and buy weed,
right?
You know, and you got to go into the darkest part of the city,
Yeah.
You know. So you just took all the fun out of it because it was forbidden fruit. And now with cannabis being legal in most parts of the country, you know, part of that is taken away because it's legal. You know, the part of it was like illegal, like ooh. And I ain't gonna lie to you, man. We could spend a lot of money on gas, trying to go and find a little sack, $5 bag. We spent $10 driving, find some dirt, you know. And then it was like, and you hate to say that Richard Pryor was right, because Richard Pryor had this joke back in the day. He said, you know what happened? He said, so when the weed comes in, he said the good weed went to the white community, and the black bad weed went to the black community, right? True. You know, so you know, even the whole quality of it was one of those things. So again, it is not that white people's ice is colder. White people have ice. You're listening to Community Voice. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. And as you know, Disco Divas they're performing this weekend, and so we're going to give away tickets for Friday night's performance. That's Friday, September 26th at 7:30 at the Milwaukee Symphony Center downtown. So if you're caller number 6, caller number 6. We have tickets for Disco Divas. So again, caller number 6, call in. We had an opportunity yesterday to talk to Miss Steele, one of the 3 divas who will be performing with, and I've had a chance to talk to Byron Stripling, the conductor of the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra. So Friday, September 26th, we do have tickets. If you call in number 6, you can win tickets. These are pretty good seats too. So caller number 6. Let's see. Let's see. So caller number 6, we're waiting. We're waiting. Somebody texted me and said that Columbus Short was also in Stump the Yard. I'd never understood that movie. Was Megan Good in that? I think Megan Good was in that, wasn't she? Yeah. Did you know she had a sister, man? Nope. Yeah. She's an actress. And have you ever heard of the group ISIS? Okay. That was, yeah. So, and yeah. And then they said the title could be The Dichotomy, or I Love All Black People All Over the World, and I'm the leader of the Hater Nation. Got a caller? Hold tight.
Hiya.
Good morning. Welcome to Community Voice. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So how can I help you?
Oh, how can you help me? Give me those tickets.
Give me those tickets.
Give me a shot.
Give me those tickets. Okay. All right. Let's see. I should have said that you had to answer a question.
Yeah.
Too late?
Oh yeah.
No, it's not too late. You ain't got the tickets yet. It's not too late. No, I can move the goalpost. I can move the goalpost. You have gotten the ticket. You have not officially been put on hold and talked to Jermaine that we can get your information.
Wait a minute now. You can't change the rules in the middle of the game.
Yes, I can.
No, that ain't fair.
All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. But I got to ask you the question. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. What group performed with Earth, Wind, and Fire on Boogie Wonderland? What female group performed with Earth, Wind, and Fire in Boogie Wonderland?
Oh. We'll be glad tonight and piss with.
Nope. Keep on.
Shaka Khan.
Nope. I find Nope. All right, let me give you a title. One of the songs they did. Let's see. Walking the Line.
Walking the Line.
Say you will. Say you won't. Then you will. Then you don't. Okay. Don't ask my neighbor.
Oh, I know them. I know that group. What's this? Emotions. That's it. I know this.
What he said.
Yeah,
What he said. All right. Well, hold on.
Yeah. What he said.
What he said. Yeah, you can't be right. What if he was wrong?
Man.
So anyway.
But that was right. I knew he was right. I know. Ask my neighbor. I know the song, but I couldn't think of the title. People singing it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You don't remember Walking the Line with my love?
No, I never heard that.
Say you won't.
Don't
Nope.
Oh, what up? Oh, you can't want his tickets? Okay. Yeah.
Hey.
All right, then. What station made you a winner? Do we have more tickets? Or we
WKRP in Cincinnati.
106.5.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
All right. Well, hold on. Yeah, hold on.
I'm not hanging up.
I wasn't talking to you. No, hold on. Look, I got another set of tickets. So call in 414-444-5250. 414-444-5250. I have another set of tickets to Disco Diva. Oh, okay. All of these? All right. 414-444-5250. 414-444-5250. Again, and this is for the show Friday night at the Milwaukee Symphony Center downtown. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful venue. So callers, we see you calling in. All right. He's doing a little bit of business. Okay. 414-444-5250. 414-444-5250. All right. I'm in a giving spirit. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Keith.
How are you?
I'm doing just fine, my brother. This is Patrick.
Patrick, how do you always get through, man? Who
Because
do you
you're
know?
my brother, man.
Who you know? All right. So, yeah, he's
Stop
almost
it.
He's almost
on,
like
stop
family.
it,
All
man.
right, Pat. All right, I'm gonna make you earn these tickets.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna make you earn the tickets. So
Oh, for real, though?
yeah, for real. All right. Okay. Who played bass on Chic's Good Time? Who played bass?
I don't know.
I don't know that one.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. All right.
Devo, help me out now. He's killing me with
I
that.
can't help you. That would be cheating.
All right. Okay. Let me do this. Who played lead on Good Time by Chic?
I know.
He also wrote I'm Coming Out.
Did he ever come out?
Yeah, he came out.
I don't know that either. You don't know that one.
All right. Okay.
For real?
All right. Well, let me do this then. What Chic song was used as a sample
Good time.
for what?
Good time.
Okay. So what rap group used that song, and what was the name of the song?
Now you cheating me now, really?
Hotel Mo.
I don't tell you good time. That was a song. Now you're gonna take it to another level?
Yes, I'm
For
taking it to
real?
another level.
He's like, he want them tickets, Doc.
Oh my mama, for real? Don't you, man? You know, I ain't making this up.
No.
I just seen the other day. Keep stop it.
All right, I'm gonna ask the question again. It's pretty obvious. What hip hop group used, or rap group, because used Good Times by Chic as their sample? As a matter of fact, it wasn't even a sample. He used the whole damn song. All right.
It was Chic.
Don't stop. We're rocking to the bang bang.
Boogie, boogie,
Boogie,
boogie, boogie, boogie.
What rap group?
Sugar Hill.
Thank you,
Thank
man.
you.
God.
Thank you.
And the name of the
Thank
song.
you, Debo.
And the name of the song was.
Good time.
You don't really want these
Man,
tickets,
give
do
him
you?
half a ticket, man. Give him the corner.
I'm
of the
just giving
ticket.
one ticket.
No, don't even give him one.
Right,
Give
hold
him
on.
like a pinch of a
Ain't
ticket.
right, Keith. You know that.
Hold on, Patrick. He's gonna get your information. Let me get this next caller. I do that. All right, caller. Welcome to the program.
Hold on one second. They hung up.
Okay.
Hey, Keith, I just wanted to run in right quickly. We have been going. We pulled the names for our winners of the Four Queens concert.
Oh, okay.
So if you just want to announce the folks who have an X by their name, those are the ones that I've reached out to already. So we thank all of our listeners for
So they got
participating.
their tickets already?
I've already emailed those tickets out to them. There are others that will receive theirs as well. but they got to answer the phone when I call. And the reason for that is I have to verify email
Okay.
before I send it out.
Right. All right. So can I call their name?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. Mr. Anthony Bounds
Uh-huh.
and Miss Linda White.
Right. Now those folks have been notified.
But we have others on the list who
Yes, sir.
won. Look for the call. They're calling to let you know that and that is Friday, Saturday night?
What is it? Four Queens is Saturday, isn't it?
Saturday, I believe.
Saturday night. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I do have another set of tickets for the Disco Divas. 414-444-5250, 414-444-5250 for the performance on Friday night. I will ask you a very, very simple question, and you can win these tickets. It won't be hard. 414-444-5250.
Patrick's was hard.
It wasn't that hard.
No, it wasn't. I mean, you simplified it as you went along.
Well, you know, it's like how many lifelines do you get?
Yeah.
Throw out the lifeline.
But he would.
Well, you got a church song for everything, don't you?
Yeah, I just feel like that. It be bubbling in my soul.
414. Let's get rid of these last tickets. Somebody call 41. It's gonna be easy. Don't be scared. 414-444-5250. We have another set of tickets for Disco Divas. We got. Oh, okay. Boom.
Oh yeah. I don't know which one to answer first.
Go 5.
Go 5.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good. You know anything about disco?
Yep.
You do?
Yep. I'm 59.
Oh.
It's a magical number, man.
Oh.
It's when you realize you're old.
Oh, so you know disco?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let's see how well you know disco.
Getting key.
I'm going to sing a little bit of this song, and you tell me the artist who did it.
You're gonna sing?
A little bit.
Oh boy.
Y'all pray strength in the Lord.
You make me feel mighty real. Who? That you know disco. It is Sylvester.
Keith, I got a question. Why was you shaking when you were singing?
Because that's how he did it.
Oh.
You make me feel.
I had to feel that thing.
Oh yeah.
What was the name of his backup group?
I don't recall his backup group.
2 Tons of Fun.
2 Tons of Fun.
2 Tons of Fun. All right, man. You are a winner.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Hang on. He'll get your information.
Okay.
I can't believe that Patrick didn't know Rapper's Delight. All right. So we gave away the tickets. So that's all good. That should be a good show. I really love the Milwaukee Symphony. I didn't get to Tom Homan. I don't know if y'all know, Tom Homan is the border czar. And back last July, I guess Tom Homan was telling anybody who would listen that he was going into the Trump administration, and that, you know, if you want to do business with him, getting bids, you know, for contracts, you know, talk to him. It gets to the level of the FBI. The FBI goes out and they do what is called a sting. And so they were impersonating businessmen who wanted to do business with the government. And they gave him $50,000. $50,000. He took the money. Now, the whole thing on CNN, they was wearing them out. I didn't know this restaurant called Cabas, which is supposed to be, I guess, this chain restaurant. So they gave him $50,000 in a bag. Now it's come out, and so the FBI were going to go after him, but then the Trump administration shut it down. So they have him on videotape and audio tape accepting the $50,000. So my question was, one, what did he do with the $50,000? They said he put it in a trust. So we just gave this dude $50,000, basically. And then to hear the Trump administration talk about how they want law and order, and then you look at the level of criminality that is in this administration. It is just crazy. Oh, Tom Homan.
Man, I know, man, that they was asking the Speaker of the House. What's the Speaker of the House name?
Mr. Johnson.
Mike Johnson?
Yeah.
Okay. They was asking him about Hunter Biden and the Biden them stuff outside of the White House and the interests of that.
Hunter Biden was
Yeah,
doing what he was doing.
Now they asked him about that and and the interest of the family having different stuff in different countries. This guy responded and said, Joe Biden and his family was doing things behind the people's back. At least Trump is doing it in front of everybody.
Okay.
It still makes it criminal. I mean, whether you smack me in the back of my head or in the front of my face, it still ain't right.
A slap is a slap.
A slap is a slap.
All right. Get the caller.
Yeah. Wow. Unbelievable, man.
Caller, welcome to the program.
Oh, did you give away the tickets already, Mr. Parris?
I did. And she called me. She sounded like Kamala Harris. Did you, Mr. Parris? Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. Then I don't want anything.
You don't want to talk to me at all? I mean, I can't do nothing for you, so you don't want to have a conversation with me? You ain't got no tickets. I don't want to talk.
Mr. Parris, you should remember that from dating life. Now that you're married, you gonna remember that.
Because I hear all the time, if you love me, buy me something. I hear that.
Oh, well, as it should be. As it should be.
What? Oh, man.
She said, that's
Hey, Jermaine, how you doing?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm good.
What have you done for me lately?
Right. Yeah, I wanted the ticket. That's what I wanted. Okay.
I thought you liked me. I didn't know.
Okay, guys. Let me I'll get off here and go back to listening to you because I can't be on the phone and listen.
All right. Thank you, dear.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Everybody knows I'm a family guy. Man, oh man, I'm part of the cult. And Stewie, I met this little girl in daycare, and he was giving her cookies. But Stewie thought that she liked him for him.
She liked it for his cookies.
She liked him for the cookies. And I wonder how much is that? Is that still a thing?
Oh,
is that still a thing?
Yeah, it's like that in real life. Like as soon as you stop giving gifts and you stop giving people something.
Are relationships transactional?
Yeah, I believe so.
There is no free love.
No, it's gonna cost you. It might cost you a little.
It might cost you a lot, but it's gonna cost you.
But it's gonna cost you.
So I got like a minute left. If I get a caller, is there such a thing? Am I being naive? Is there such a thing as free love? Is there love that between a man and a woman, a man and a man, a woman and a woman? Is there just free love? Are we there just because we loved them?
Doc, it's a song that says, "I searched all over."
Mm-hmm.
And I can't find nobody greater. So I take that in meaning you can search all you want. You're not going to find free love. It's going to cost you something.
Don't cost you nothing.
This going to cost you.
Wow. So you just bursted my bubble.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much, Doc. Every now and again, I say something relevant.
You come bringing reality into the discussion.
Every now and again.
All this time, I thought it was free love. I just thought they loved me for me.
Doc. No, you paying for something. They don't tell you out the gate, but
you don't tell them out the gate.
No, I don't. That's how I know. They don't tell me out the gate. We doing the same thing. we on the team.
Oh, she's supposed to tell you, but you ain't gonna tell her. Okay.
Yeah, we on the team. So.
All right. Let me thank everybody. Byron, thank you. Debo, thank you. Jermaine, thank you.
Indeed.
Clark. Go. Oh, he's still in.
You fool.
And just in case you don't know. Just in case you don't know, my program hours are 9 to 11.
Say it with
Monday
me.
through Friday, 9 to 11. Appreciate y'all. Hey, good Lord willing, quick to rise.